Headlines of fucking soul of Liberia.
And the team song, your favorite team song, is just running on and on this morning. This is the TBS, the Truth Breakfast Show. Friday morning. It's the weekend, man. Hapo ni sa throw. Friday morning. Welcome to Liberia's biggest breakfast show, the Truth Breakfast Show. 96.1, the heart and soul of Liberia. Oh, yes, we're all in a kasha on a Friday. And we're going to slow the pave down this morning. The love of liberty brought us together. And therefore, said, let justice be done to all. Good morning to all of you. Good morning, His Excellency, President of the Republic of Liberia, back in country. And just like you, my boy guy. Good morning to the newest senator, Yan Twine, man. How you doing this morning? The people of District Number 7, Nimba County, can't wait for the Yah River Bridge to be dedicated on Monday. The face of that district, Representative Musa Hassan Belate. The bridge will connect Bon and Nimba County, worth in the tune of $1 million from the Belate Development Foundation. Good morning, folks. My name is O'Neill. This is O'Neill Rebels Marka Davis in the cash up farm on the weekend. What's up? I haven't seen myself like this for a very long time. Is it because we have a celebrity coming?
Most likely.
Yes. What's going on?
Most likely. Good morning. Good morning, you, and it's great to be here this morning again and doing what we know to do best. Our people who are always following us, like to say good morning to all of you. Congratulations to you all. It is because of you that we are here to always serve you the best when it comes to information, education, and entertainment. We are waiting for Onu to select the latest song so that we can start back to it again. The last time the man introduced Big Baller,
Yeah.
we vibed to it
Baller. It's
for
Monday.
a couple of weeks, and then we're waiting for the new one. But one thing, Flavor is one of my favorite Nigerian,
Okay.
artists. That man can be ugly song.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so folks, good morning. Wishing all of you a great weekend beginning later this evening. It's great for us to be here. Today marks exactly 2 years since I lost my mother.
Okay.
Yes, that was on May 17, 2022.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, so this morning I woke up and felt a little bit of sadness,
Reflection.
but we move.
Yeah. Yes, it's Friday, it's the weekend. So don't expect the high politics for today. No.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean we try to drop it a little bit. Let's get our motivation. Your yesterday will not decide your tomorrow. Your today will. Today is an opportunity, a chance you have to change your tomorrow, but make best use of it. Bobby Addison, maybe Bobby Addison, he went to the press conference about motivation.
I didn't go. I saw something from Augustine.
Okay. Yeah, above all else, the People Party. I saw the press conference and my man, that small calls all my old MPP friends there.
Mm-hmm.
Bowie then.
Well, I think that we should not take it lightly.
Yeah, I think Bobby said.
No, what I saw from that NPP,
the turnout was good.
Yes, because I saw some old NPP people going back on base. I think there's something behind that thing.
Okay.
The likes of Senator Snow.
Back to NPP.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean that thing.
Besides David Coty. Hey man.
David Coty didn't go.
Hey, man.
David said you did the body man.
Okay. and mind you, NPP wins election 2029.
David will become NPP man.
Yeah, he'll go back to where he belongs.
David is always going back.
Yes.
once the success and victory on that side, David always going back.
Yes, this is the Breakfast Show, folks. Now let's go on to Benjamin Way, all the way in Lagos, Nigeria.
Okay.
Yes, I'm following the Breakfast Show. Lavedo Piwala, today's your birthday. Happy birthday to you. Let's see what we have this morning on the lineup. Today's Friday, and don't expect too much politics. It's a weekend, folks.
Yes, exactly. Today is Friday and it's May 17. We will take the health tips this morning with David for at least 3 minutes, followed by the review of the local dailies. Again, a reminder this show is proudly sponsored by Orange Liberia and EcoBank Liberia Limited, the Pan African Bank. We will continue again with the SOS call for Sir Johnson and DJ Lambert. We believe that we should save our citizens, strong people who have been contributing immensely to the country in a little way in whatever opportunity they had. So we must do our best to help them. Yeah, most likely after that we'll just place a call, maybe 5 minute calls to Madam Comfort Cooper. The Comfort Mental Health Center will be opening officially on tomorrow, so we just want to speak with her for like 5 minutes on the phone this morning to give latest update as to how that program is going to be tomorrow. 8:15 to 9 o'clock. A former NFL is that National Football League
Yes.
player of Baka Tamahali will be our guest on the first segment of the TBS, talking about his dream to bring the sports to Liberia and his Hali Foundation, the activities, his contribution to the country. A lot more. We'll be talking about this more Tamahali this morning. At 9 o'clock, we'll bring you sports, entertainment, commercials brought to you by Orange Liberia and EcoBank Liberia Limited. At 9:15 to 10 o'clock this morning, Dr. Catherine Guy, CEO of Courage Eye Center, will be our guest on the last segment of the show. Our discussion will center around myopia, signs and symptoms of the eye disease, and all of that. We'll talk about it. Health matter this morning. I think it's just a perfect fit for the weekend. Yes, so in the midst of all country first, this is the breakfast this morning.
Yes, beautiful lineup, country first in the midst of all country first. And we're going to bring on David Ernest Coty in less than 24 hours. The CEO of the Renaissance Communications Incorporated Liability created a Facebook page. In less than 24 hours, we got 41K followers.
Okay.
Yes, this was very interesting.
Okay.
Yes,
That's great.
41K followers. So those of you on the social media, you can search for us on Truth FM Live. Just the Truth FM Live session and start following all of our work. Let's have David Coty with his health tip. David's reaction, Derek. Tennessee Coty is ready to go with our health tip. The man said, but man, in the rock I wear this morning. I say, not an issue. Today is Friday, man. Yes, David Coty is right here with our health tip live by mobile this morning. Good morning to you, Abbas. Good morning.
Good morning to you. Good morning to Ambassador Davis. If a party name power on my building, a big one. Okay. Foods that can destroy your heart. Listen to this very carefully. There are certain foods that can destroy your heart. You gotta stop eating them. But first, heart disease is the leading cause of death all over the world. 80 million people die every year around the world from one of these three heart crises. One, heart failure. That is when your heart, that is when the heart is not pumping blood properly. That is heart failure. Number two, heart attack. That is when blood is not reaching your heart muscles. Number three, cardiac arrest. That is when the heart stops beating. This one is very dangerous because it has no warning sign, and it can take you anywhere. In your kitchen, on the football field, in your office. You can even die in your sleep from heart attack or cardiac arrest. So it's very dangerous. But dying in your sleep is not exclusive to cardiac arrest. You can also die in your sleep because of stroke, lung failure, or seizure. So please go to the doctor today or to the hospital today and do your EKG, your heart test, to know the condition of your heart, or else somebody will wear black. Now, foods that you're not supposed to eat that are bad for your heart. Number one, white rice. Even though it is our staple in Liberia and other countries, but white rice is dangerous. You must eat brown rice or parboiled rice. These things you call number one, this and that other kind of thing, they are very dangerous for your heart. Number two, white bread. It contains refined carbohydrates. Instead of white bread, eat bread made of whole grain, rich in fiber. When you go to the supermarket, just read the label carefully, you know what I'm talking about. Number three, foods high in sodium, salt. Reduce your salt intake. Number four, dairy products, butter, cheese, and other kind of thing. Number five, fast foods, hamburger, hot dog, and all this kind of thing. Leave them. They're not good for your heart. Number six, crude oil. You must actually choose olive oil or canola oil. Some of those other oil you eat are really not good for your heart. Number seven, margarine or butter. You gotta leave them. Number eight, sugary foods. Number nine, fried foods like French fry, pepper color, not donuts, but what I gotta do? Um, color or plantain, all those kinds of things. They're not good for you. Choose bacon, steaming, or grilling. Number 10, raw meat, like beef, lamb, or pork. You should rather choose chicken or fish. Number 11, donuts are not good for your heart. That's why most of the American people suffer from heart problem because of those McDonald's, all the kind of thing. Number 12, refined sugar. Please run away from sugar. Some you drink tea with one bag of sugar in it, you gotta stop it. It's not good for your heart. Remember this. Drink at least 6 glasses of water every day because your kidney, your heart, your liver, your brain, and lungs need water to function properly. They will shut down if they don't have water to function. If that happens, it will shut down, especially your kidney and your liver. If you don't have enough water for these organs to work, they will shut down. And when they shut down, you too will shut down. So thank you very much for the time.
Yes, thank you so much, David Coty. Thank you, thank you, thank you. David Coty with our health tip right here. This Friday, let's bring you the few papers who have this morning. What's making news from the print media, at least for 5 minutes. We anticipate MFL from MFL player Tamahali with us this morning. What's making news from the print media on the TBS coming up? Oh yes, this song is taken from the motion page of Mohana. Let's start out with the Independent newspaper on the front page. What's making news this morning? The front page of the Independent newspaper: uphold the esteemed reputation of Liberia's maritime flag. Commissioner Nito Zaza Light cautions LMTA graduates. I capture the entire front page of from the Independent. Let's go to the back page. What the back page have? The back page of the Independent: to avoid potential unrest, Yeke pleads with government for over 20,000 motorcyclists in Monrovia is on the back page. The back page. Then we have with Machete's ex-boyfriend chops woman. Hey man, it's a very sad one. It's a sub-list story on the back page. Ends the review from the Independent.
Yeah, let's go for the Hot Pepper newspaper. The lead story on the front page: a monument of contradiction and betrayal. Koji Brent DeLong, the two of them are captured on the front page of the Hot Pepper newspaper. President Boaka's comment: twisted to target Asla Meta Liberia for corporate gain. It's a question mark. You can get a copy of the paper and read the details. 40 Liberian dollars on the back page. President Boaka violates Code of Conduct, Section 9.1. There's also a question mark there. The president is boarding a plane. Capture right here on the back page of the Hot Pepper newspaper. President Boaka challenges maritime graduates to raise Liberia flag to nobler heights. Well, several of the graduates are captured on the back page of the Hot Pepper.
Yes, let's move on to the Inquirer newspaper. The front page of the Inquirer: motorcyclist attacks Mofanta formal boss, says no-go zone policy is unrealistic. I'm seeing this is John Kale. It's on the front page of the Inquirer. Still on the front page: failure to stick to agreement orders, LPDP, NPP crash, CDC alliance. Let's go to the back page. No time. 9 drug abusers sent to jail in Nimba. It's on the back page of the Inquirer: forgive me for supporting Yan Twine for Senate. VP Kun tells Nimbayang, I'm quoting the back page, says,
Yeah.
forgive me for supporting Yam for the Senate. VP Kun tells Nimbayang why. Grab a copy and read the rest of the story this morning.
Well, the final paper from my end is the Women Voices newspaper. The lead story on the front page: woman abandoned with triplets. Newborn mother of three seeks support as father escapes responsibility. Hey, well, the mother is captured right on the front page of the Women Voices newspaper. $40 for a copy. The sub lead story on the front page: NIMBA superintendent to prepare NIMBA women for 2029 as she works to actualize President Boakai's arrest agenda. Meapel Kaugono is captured here, being guided by representatives Musa Ability and Nakage right on the page of the Women Voices newspaper.
That's a good one. Yes, let's move on with our last stop this morning. The New Republic, Friday, May 17, mixed reactions as police enforces regulations on motorcyclists. Mixed reaction, that's what captured on the front page of the New Republic. Graph a copy. Old bank notes no longer in use as CBL sales set of 15,000 threshold for those holding old notes. Right? Woman fights death. The Ministry of Gender should take advantage of this story. Yeah, go to the front page of the New Republic Gender Ministry. Woman fights death. Life and death is just right here on the front page of the New Republic. Let's go to the back page. What the back page have? Kush to we are zombie to boycott. They're talking about narcotic drugs. Kush to Joshua, zombie to boycott as LDA discovers another strain of drugs. It's on the back page. Then lastly, no wish hunt at Wash Commission. CEO Yango Valls takes over officially. Ends the review from the papers this morning. Again, we'd like to say thank you so much. It's the running edition of the True Breakfast Show. Today is Friday. Don't expect the real high court politics.
Yeah.
Yes, 5 minutes up to 8 o'clock. At 8 o'clock prompt, we'll place a call to Mrs.
Comfort.
Comfort Cobalt. Yeah, 8 o'clock prompt. Yes. But in the meantime, I'd like to say good morning. Welcome back home, His Excellency, our president. Yes, it's good that our president is back home. By Monday, then we'll have a lot of information to tell our president. You know, maybe some of the things his close officials are not saying to him, will be able to tell our president, the president of Liberia, the president of our country. Yeah, so I'm going to do this SOS call for two strong supporters of Joseph Boyka. His Excellency, good morning to you. DJ Lumbe is dying slowly in Redemption Hospital on the Bushra Island. And we want to place this call to you. And this guy was one person who have been calling on every radio station back to back for more than 5 years consistently, supporting the rescue. That very important alone can motivate. When Lombe or Sir Johnson here say the rescue team is here, it gives you life, man. Lombe is dying, His Excellency. I mean, Lombe is dying. And we have been saying this for 4 days now. And as we speak, there are many within this party, the ruling establishment, who have not shown concern. So we'll bring this to you. Another strong supporter is Sir Johnson. Sir was not calling on radio, but he was one person who was seen just walking everywhere for the Joseph Boyka business. These two people have not gone to the social media like, Mr. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Interview have more than 50K views on Facebook. But these two people, they are dying slowly. Sir Johnson can be reached out on 0555 775828. 0555 775828. DJ Lombard is at the Redemption Hospital down with stroke, and Sir have a liver issue. So the Rescue Alliance is excellent. I'm bringing this to you. Yes, Marka, can we please a call?
Yes, so let's do this. This is Comfort Cooper, is the founder and chief executive officer of the Cooper Medical or Mental Health Center, to be officially opened this Saturday, that is on tomorrow, in the police academy community in Pinsville here. So this day, worked at the FA, especially at the ES Grand Hospital for some time, went back to the States, work and brought some resources in the country to invest and help mental health issue in the country. So we joined her shortly this morning and just for at least 5 minutes speak to her about the upcoming activities tomorrow, marking the official opening of the health center. So we have her already on the line, so we will just join her and say a pleasant good morning, madam. Okay. Well, are we waking you up this morning? Okay, that's great. But I think it's for a cause. Tell us quickly, what do we expect tomorrow? The last time you were here and talked about the mental health center, some of the work you've been doing the past couple of weeks. Yeah, so tomorrow is the D day. Tell us more. Okay. Are you just giving an open invitation, maybe by radio or just by phone call? Or did you serve official invitation to some of these names you call, especially like the First Lady of the Republic? Yes, that is important. But I mean, just a little bit of why you decided to invest in mental health.
say to me, "Comfort, we beg you. Can you turn that place into a mental health facility to help drug addiction people and to help people with mental health problems?" And I started talking about it. I told my husband and children, and said, "We can do that. Let's do it." And it was one of the reasons why I did. Because every time I walk across the street in this across streets in this country, it makes me sad. I'm a mother, I'm a philanthropist, I'm a good person. I my kids grew up in the United States and God first. People have problems there too. But God was able to raise the kids intelligently. So every time I see other people's kids going through this problems, I think like it's my own kids. I put the parents in my situation and say, in case it was me, what I was going to do.
Okay.
So I feel sorry for those parents. And we are asking the parents to attend the OK program because mental health is not one person's business. It's so many person's business. It's everybody's business. Come in with your kids. Come for counseling to know how to talk to these kids. Do not disrespect them. It was peer pressure that put them on the street. Poverty, because if the parent had it to feed their kids, if the parent had it to send the kids to school, if the parent had time with the kids at home, we wouldn't have had all of these problems. And if rehabilitation and reintegration was successful from the 90s to now, that left people traumatized, we wouldn't have had this problem. So the government officials will know that we are doing this for them. They are the officials in the country, they are the eyes of the country. And these youth that have been left behind of this country. If we don't start these youth, if we don't start priorities for these youth, Liberia is going to suffer. Nigeria is going to take over this country. Because if they don't care about you, if they don't care about you for your country, what happens? You have to bring people to take care of the country. All of these government officials, including President Marka, will not be here soon. And our time is coming that we might not be here, we will not be here. So what happened to this generation that is failing the fight? This is my reason of opening that institution.
Well, that is being, I mean, very passionate about the future, especially the young people. But we know it's government responsibility to do some of these things. However, private institutions are doing them. In terms of subsidy, what sort of help, for example, do you think institutions like yours will need?
I want to leave financial institution. I mean, financial help, mostly financial.
Okay.
Because the problem is, the family member cannot afford fees are going to be attached to these institutions. And if you want to carry on mental health, if people with mental health are poor people. People with mental health, 90% of the people with mental health are poor people that cannot afford cost accounts. So everywhere we have worked in the mental health institution, this the government has been the government responsibility in the US and Australia and other countries to help the parents with those kids. Even some parents have their own mental health problem, they transfer the kids. So they work and abuse the kids because they don't even know that they are bipolar, they are schizophrenic, and they have their own mental health problem. So it's been transferred aggression to their kids, and their kids grow up being traumatized and pass it on to their own kids and go out in the morning. Sometimes you tell someone good morning and they just get mad and start laughing at you. And good morning because you pass them with a jeep. You think everything, so you think everybody happy. Oh, I'm sorry, I was just saying good morning. I didn't know you had become for private.
Wow.
The government to come in financially. The government to engage some of these mental health institutions, take those institutions under their group and be able to pay the staff to those institutions and be able to show that the people that will enter those institutions cannot pay money. Because if you think if the people are coming to my institution, I love the people, I want to help Liberia, but I cannot take my family daily bread and continue to pay those staff. Staff needs to be paid. So the government to come in, the facility is right there, big, beautiful situation. They can negotiate. Let
Okay.
the facility pay the staff, let the family member come in for counseling, and let the patient come in and take their treatment.
Okay, Mr. Let me talk about Mrs. Cooper. It is time already to take leave of you, but just in 30 seconds, you can say your final words as we take leave of you.
Well, come and see the new mental health called the Comfort REJ Raqueta James Comfort Mental Health is here to serve the general public and we will be officially opening 1 broadcast that's right. That's right mental health. Come and join us. And this is Business Comfort and Andrew Cooper. Mental health is everybody.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Commercial.
Yeah, she got it out. Yes.
She'll do her own ad. But I mean,
Yeah.
it's a cool one, you
Yeah,
know.
I think I will appreciate her because there are a lot of people who have come work in different sectors. I've seen the problem. Yet them still, when they have the opportunity to go back to where they live, they say, well, let Liberia handle its own problem. But I mean, somebody using a private fund to set up such institution, I think it's a plus. So we call on government to see the need to provide some level of subsidy for institutions like that. I mean, to help our people.
Yeah, so all of you who have invited on tomorrow, please make sure you turn out. Yeah,
I'm really,
don't send proxy.
I'm really hoping that the first lady can attend that program.
Yes, don't.
Madam Katomo Boak, morning to you. I think this is something you have oversight on the youth activities in the country, people with disability, and all of that. They actually fall under the first lady. So this initiative, I've seen you at several other places, including Milton Bly's program, the former General Bob Neke. You've been there and done some motivational talk to the young people. I think it is also an opportunity for you to go to police academy tomorrow and also speak to the young people and make them understand that these institutions are established to help the young people, help the future of the country.
Yes, today is Friday. There's 10 minutes down, 8 o'clock. We're shuttle break on our first segment guest. We have Catherine already in the studio, Coach Luis, and we anticipate Tamahali right here on a Friday morning. It's Friday, no hardcore politics. Yeah, let's know that it's a weekend. Yeah. So in the meantime, let me drop you with this one.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been doing this for a while.
I know what you can do.
Yeah, this is Tamahali. Yes, I we're expecting very soon, but we'll get going with Catherine that of Coach Louis shortly. But let's coach you though on the Friday morning, the Truth Breakfast Show 96.1. This is Tamahali. Friday morning, yes.
Got me up on that something, that shit feeling good. Feeling you. Feeling you. Body, bad boy. Feeling you. Shaking your body. That's you can't see. When you know the bother me. Make me carry go. Let the music flow. Everybody got to do it. But you can do melody. Beating for you, these are beating for you, these
Yeah, this was so. It's a blast. Yes. Yes. Tamahali. I mean, a household name. This guy could put up a real traffic in Kansas. Yeah, he could put up a real traffic, but we should be proud of having us a Liberian. That boy from Banga, now he's coming back home. You know, like good thing. And so we'll bring on Tamahali very shortly, but we have in studio. She made it possible for Tamar.
Okay.
I mean, to accept the invitation. And this post, I want to introduce her to Liberia. Yes, you know, Tamar used to be a big time wearing number 991 jersey on the Kansas City Chiefs team. Born in Liberia, from an American African defensive end linebacker. Yes, play college football. And I want to introduce this to Liberia.
Okay.
What?
That one we can call giant
A
ball.
giant ball.
The American people stay confused to
and,
do
and,
that.
and interestingly, the coach is right here.
Okay.
Yes, you know the game full of a lot of technicality.
Yes.
If you don't know the technical aspect, don't see it like an easy going thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, so let's link up then. We anticipate time out probably in 15, 20 minutes for now. So get the show going. Yes, let's link up and say good morning to both of you. Good morning, Catherine. Good morning, Louise. Coach, how you doing this morning?
Good,
Good morning. How are
And
you?
Great. Yes, Catherine is now a screen joy to this microphone. Yeah, so let me, this is my first time with just introduce yourself first.
Well, my name is Edwin Kai Lewis. I was in the States for close to 40 some more years. Recently came back here trying to give back. And all these years you're away from your country. You keep hearing, bad things about your country.
Mhm.
The best way to get rid of that narrative is to come and give back. So that's what we here. I was able to link up with Catherine on this
Some,
platform.
some, some of the things you've been hearing is carry you away to come back home.
Not really, man.
When you pops up on the social media, it
Yeah,
throws you a breaking news about Liberia.
yeah,
Breaking
yeah.
news.
But if you, I always say I was born there. The day I was born in Liberia, I didn't die,
Okay.
so I can always come back home.
Mm-hmm.
Home is where your heart is. You can't let what people are saying about your homeland scare you away. It's I think it's in all Liberians who are out of the country duty to come back and give back. You see many other countries, everybody come back and give. Uh, Even people, Israel, Nigerians, Ghanaians, they come back to rebuild their country. So we Liberians, we can't be afraid, to come back. I feel like it's incumbent and it's our duty to do this.
Okay.
Okay. Great. Welcome back home.
Thank you.
So how is it now? Since you're on the ground for yourself.
Oh no, it's stressless. I mean,
Okay.
see, America is stressful. Liberia is frustrating. Like
Say that.
America is
Uh-huh.
stressful.
Uh-huh.
Liberia is frustrating.
Okay.
You get
Wow.
frustrated. You in traffic here and there. And somebody because you speaking Cerise, they're trying to charge you more money. But this is our home. Liberians are very unique. And that's what I love about this country.
Okay. Yeah, so in my own way, let me say welcome back to Liberia. It is important that when our people go out there, at some point in time, they come back to make some level of contribution to their country. But on a general note, what is your own mindset about or your impression since being back in country about, I mean, generally youth and sports development, your own idea around that?
Yeah, definitely. I don't really see that much going on the youth and sports. You see in the communities all the children are playing football here and there,
Mhm.
but I don't feel like it's organized. They're not. People that are in power need to organize this to a point that we're getting like the best, what's it, pedigree out of Liberia.
Okay.
Everybody talks about Liberia when it comes to football. George Weah. Everybody knows who he is all over the world.
Mm-hmm.
So let's there be more George Weahs out there. But I just feel like the power to be are not really investing in the youth of this country.
Okay. Yes. Good morning. Let's hope you have a formal introduction now.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm great.
Thanks for having me.
Okay. How is it? I guess you're part of this movement, encouraging Coach Louis return home. You've been here now for a couple of months. You have seen the workings in and out, the like and dislike, reading the mind and everything. And I'm seeing catching up with the Tamahali, also encouraging. Yes, come back. Let's bring this sports to Liberia. Yes, let's hear your overall impression.
Yeah, sure. Thanks. Good morning, everyone. My name is Catherine Tobawoyi. I moved back home late last year. I say August. I'm sorry, September. And my idea was to move back home to give back to the youth. Since then, I've worked tirelessly to mentor young people and get them pre-college prep and access to resources. So later in the year, I talked to Edwin and our other coach, George Masaquet, and we discussed developing this league along with my son, who is a college football, um, former college football star in the U.S. on
Okay.
how we can bring American flag football to Liberia.
Mhm.
And subsequently, we looked into partnering with the NFL flag. And I reached out to Tamba. I said, "Well, Tamba, this is what I'm trying to do here. I would love for you to be on board. I have my coaches. We have a team. We recruit our team from our communities such as West Point, um, Fiamma, certain parts of in inner town, and we really want this sport to work for the young people. They need this, and I truly believe we can put Liberia on the map in this capacity. So my impression since being here is that our young people lack mentorship, and that's basically what we provide. We don't just provide sportsmanship; we provide leadership, mentorship, and really access to what they can become next as the future leaders of this country. Um, as all of us who have lived in America, our responsibility is to come back to our country. Like Edwin said, when we're born Liberia. It never dies. No matter how long we live in the States, it's our responsibility to come back with the resources, access, education, and everything we've been given to give back to this country. So we're grateful that Tamba has been able to join us in forces to make this happen as an ambassador to the Liberian American Flag Football League as we develop the future and dominant next Liberian flag football stars globally. Mhm.
That is great. So, what do you see in terms of passion from these young people you've recruited, and if you also being engaged in stakeholders in the country, what kind of impression do you get out of these stakeholders?
Thank you. Good question. They are very passionate. I think it starts with leadership. Our coaches are passionate. They help recruit these young people. We have a great outreach team that reaches out to different communities. The children come on time for practice. They stay. They're eager to learn. And one thing I understand about young people, if they're coachable, anything is possible with them, and they're all coachable and excited to be a part of something that's greater than themselves. Part as far as stakeholders, we are a part of the Ministry of Youth and Sports. We met with Deputy Minister McGill
Mhm.
about 2 weeks ago, and we're now part of the Ministry of Youth and Sports. And as we move forward, they will support our efforts here as well. Mhm.
Okay. But do you have maybe an age range about, I mean, talking about the recruitment you are doing, maybe you want to start a certain age level to go up gradually, or you just recruit
No, yes, we do have an age range from
okay,
6 years old all the way to 19 years old. We're
okay,
currently only focusing between 12 and 19, as that's our high school, middle school, high school age, because we want to recruit these young people to play in our first scrimmage showcase in later on this year, like September, October.
Okay. Yeah, let's go back to Coach Luis. Let's go back. Like Brent's listening. Maybe someone in Buto, in Grange, there, in Grand Kid, my monitoring this morning.
Yes.
Just talk about this flag, football in Liberia. How is it?
All right. So the flag football is not so much your giant ball that most people have that concept in their in their head.
Mhm.
All right.
My
So
my son says the giant ball.
yeah, because the regular football there's contact. This is non-contact.
Okay.
It's more of you have to be athletic, and speed. So that's what we focus on. Secondly, is girls and boys that we're recruiting. So it's not just boys out there. Okay, the girls then we also want the girls then to empower them as well. So most of these girls then out there they play kickball and everything, and they got pretty good hands
Hmm.
because it's even though it's called football, but you usually use your hands to
Okay.
to catch these things. So I don't want the whole concept. Everybody, oh, that giant ball, you'll get concussion and things like that. No, it's a very safe sports.
Okay, safe sports.
Mm.
Yes, I'm beginning to look at. Is it easier to learn?
Oh, it's
It's difficult. The rules are more than the football, the basketball.
no. The rules, all right.
Mm-hmm.
There, the reason why it's called flag football,
Okay.
the people that are playing it, you have two flags on you. So the whole object of the game is to catch is to eject the flag of the person. Once you
Okay.
eject the flag of the person, then that person is pretty much tackled.
Okay.
So that's what you have to be able to juke people and outrun them. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's very easy to, if you can run fast
Hmm.
and you know how to juke people, this is your sport.
He was asking about the age range.
Yeah.
Maybe he's concerned for at what level you look at.
Uh, like you were saying, from 12 to 19.
Okay.
Right now, because we're just starting it, as this sport becomes more popular, then we'll get the 6 years olds and so forth in there. But right now, we just want to build a solid a group. I am the girls' coach actually.
Hmm.
There's a boys' coach and the girls' coach.
Okay.
Even though I did, I played this sports in the states, for a while, and I'm a very passionate person about football. So what is man, the girls are outstanding. That because they seem to be more passionate about this game, and they're willing to learn, and also the boys as well too. But I usually spend most of my time with the girls, then trying to get them situated and try to make them learn this game.
Okay. Yeah, so in the sports industry in Liberia, if I may say, there are a lot of other federations that are struggling, sometimes with the kind of support from national government. So you will see them struggling. But you are starting this thing. It will be new to Liberia. So from this initial stage, how do you intend to get the kind of support you need to ensure that you can spread this sports across the country?
Good question. Well, to start, I believe in the work we're doing, in our organization. So we start with believing in ourselves. In anything you do, you have to believe in yourself and have a goal. And when you have a goal, you know where you're going. Secondly, we've reached out to the Ministry of Youth and Sports, and they've been very supportive in creating, adding us as a sectorial organization where we'll continue to get support. As Tama is our ambassador,
Hmm.
he will get us support through his network and resources that he has. So that's how we can want to continue. We will continue to get support, and we look for anyone, business organization who wants to become a sponsor, where their branding will be included in our network as we move forward as an organization. So that's how we want to continue to get support.
Hmm.
Mhm.
The next thing I want to understand is that do you intend to start from maybe a particular sector, maybe a high school or community? I mean, how are you starting?
We started with high school. We have certain high schools we've targeted, including like Tubman High School, GW Gibson, and others. So we do have high schools that we've targeted. And again, we have an outreach team that goes out to these schools, pass out flyers, talk to students, invite them to practices, and our coaches are all involved in that as well.
Hmm. You want to talk about the economy of the sports? How beneficial is it when it comes to making money? You become a professional, and then because we see there are certain sports in Liberia people are practicing, but the real economic return is not much you can see. So what can you say about this flag football?
Um, I'll let Edwin add to this, but I'll go first. As we develop this sport, we do not focus really on these athletes becoming professional. If they do, great. Our goal is for them to become productive citizens. Our goal is for them to access other opportunities. That's why we don't only play sports. All our athletes are required to have a 2.5 GPA minimum. That means they get to go to college. That means they get to have jobs. We want to have access to them to learn technical skills so they have access to remote work in Liberia. Because a big problem I'm solving here is not only athleticism, is how do we create opportunities for future leaders of this country? So that's how the learning potential looks. As far as outside of flag football, I'm sorry, out of this league and beyond, the hope is maybe they will have other opportunities when it comes to playing, but our short-term goal is to get them to play in a championship in the United States. And our long-term goal is to participate in the 2028 Olympics in Los Angeles, where flag football will be introduced. I don't know, Edwin can add to that.
That is a great vision.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm impressed by that.
yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you.
That was another. That's a main goal for us to have access to a different culture. These kids are just they know Liberia. That's the only place they know.
Mm.
As we move on with the sports, we'll probably go to Ghana and different other countries because other countries that do have this flag football. South Korea has one. England in England as well they have one. So we'll be able to travel with these kids, and they will get many different opportunities, scholarships, and things like that. And that's our main thing. That's why we talk about education is a must, is a first. Even if you play sports in America, you have to maintain a certain amount of GPA to play. So we want these children to bring out the best in them so that they can become better citizens. And as they leave this country, God forbid one day, they will learn and be able to give back.
Okay, that is so. Can you tell us more about the partnership between the Liberian American Flag Football League and Tamahali?
Sure, absolutely. Well, our partnership looks like this. Catherine Willie, as the president, and of course my coaches, we are working with Tama again to bring resources to the team, to our organization. Tama is our voice in the larger perspective as he carries the messaging of bringing flag football to Liberia as a Hall of Famer, a 6-time Pro Bowl um, participant in American NFL football, and a successful Liberian representative of what this sports look like. He carries the message for us. He supports us. He's the face of this brand, basically. The partnership will bring us resources, access to many more things beyond this conversation in a higher level. But our partnership looks like Liberian American flag football will represent regionally and globally as Tama leads the way. Mhm.
That is great. How is visiting part of the players in the league as a whole so far?
I'll let Edwin answer.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me see. Can you repeat that question?
Yes, I mean, is visit how has it impacted the players and the league as a whole? You know,
Well,
maybe his presence with the players and conversations and all of that.
oh, yeah, I mean, the kids are very excited about this. When you have the opportunity to look at something but never had a chance to experience it is quite a passionate thing when I see in these children's eyes, that they want to exceed many expectations, because some of their friends, like, their friends that laugh at them, oh, you're gonna go play that American football, blah blah blah, but that's what we try to instill, great what is it, sportsmanship in them, for them to encourage each other. So it's good. It's good. It's getting pretty. Each practice that we've been practicing now is getting better each time. And then when they come, they usually bring more and more new recruits. Since this thing have started, been getting like emails and text messages and stuff that people really want to be part of this thing.
That's great. I heard Madam Woyi talked about Tama's support to the league. You want to state what specific resources and support will Tama be providing?
Oh, okay, sure. In the initial, at this time, he will be helping us with our practice facility, securing practice facility, because we do practice at Invisible Park, securing that through the year. Um, our uniforms and jerseys for the team, as well as food for our players, and uh, supporting our coaches because all our coaches are volunteers. They don't get paid, but we want to make sure we support them and show appreciation and make sure they're showing up just as much as the children are showing up. He's also going to provide us with just more, like I said, resources outside of the initial things that we need to continue to build this team as we move forward, like cleats, just mouth guards. That's a big thing that's needed because, of course, just as much as not contact, they can run into each other and mess up their teeth. So mouth guards and again, just more access. Mhm.
Hmm. I don't know. Do you have the statistics of how many players, if I may say, you have in the program currently or in the league?
Sure. We currently have about 38 players. We will cap at 60. We are
Okay.
capping at 60. Mhm.
Okay. What is the recruitment like? Are there requirements? What are criteria
Sure.
for being recruited?
Sure. The first requirement is the age. You have to fall within that age range of below 19 years old. The
Okay.
second requirement is that you have to have a physical. The third requirement is that parents have to consent to your participation because we want our parents to buy into this and be aware that showing up to practice, we provide this. We're not charging any money, but we ask that the parents hold themselves and the children accountable, whether it's parents, grandma, community, whoever the child lives with, making sure they're held accountable. Another part of this is that the students have to have a 2.5 GPA, as I said previously, because we not only want to develop athletes, we want to develop scholars, we want to develop future leaders of this country, which leads me to my next point. We are required, our athletes are required to perform community service along with the team
Okay.
because we want them to develop a mindset of giving back. And so we want them to perform community service. We do that as a team.
Okay. You do that quality or by what schedule?
What do you mean, what schedule?
Like the community service and stuff. Is it mean that there's a specific time period you be doing these kind of services?
So the community service are activities that are chosen. For example, whether it's a cleanup campaign,
Okay.
whether it's going into someone's home and providing some type of access to an elderly person, or even reach outreach. So it depends. There's a bunch of we have like a list of activities, and so we schedule them throughout the month, throughout the year, and that's on top of practice. They're required to participate, and you can't skip out one and do the other. Everything has to be done in order to be consistent on the team. Again, we have boys and we have girls, and as Edmund said, our
Do they
girls,
play separately?
yes, they
Yes.
play and practice separately,
Okay.
but we encourage our girls to understand that they're fully capable of doing just as much as the boys, but primarily we want to focus on girls focusing on things that bring them access, also build their self-worth, right? Because we don't want them to fall into prey of teenage pregnancy. We don't want our boys to or girls to focus on drugs. So we really try to create an ecosystem where our athletes are building out who they are in a bigger sense.
Okay.
Mhm.
Can you share some of or some success stories or notable achievements of players in the league so far?
In our league,
Yeah.
well, because we're in infancy, Edwin, who has a closer relationship with students, can probably tell you a little bit more about like where they're from and their communities and what successes he's learned about. Maybe some about the girls.
Well, I mean, most of the girls that live behind the Invisible Park area there.
Okay.
So, most you see another thing about all of this to have a league giving the youth access to participating in different things, especially like football now. At least their time is not going to what is it, entertainment clubs and things like that. Now they have a purpose that they can focus themselves,
Okay.
knowing that there's greater opportunities out there for every one of them. So
You just disclose an ambitious plan, or if I may say, vision that your long term goal is that a team from Liberia will participate in the is that the 2028 Olympics?
That's
yes.
correct.
Well, how do you intend to achieve that? And from your initial activities, did you see that vision possible?
Absolutely. We have a strategic plan that we follow. So we have short-term goals, long-term goals, and we have a roadmap. So how we plan on getting that done is our consistent practice, consistent partnership. Our coaches development and player development, as well as making sure our athletes are healthy. We will continue to work with alongside the NFL flag, as well as what eventually our partnership with the Olympic Committee. But that's how we plan on getting there.
Okay.
but
So,
practice.
I'm yeah going back and forth, and Tamar probably will be with me us in like 10 minutes from now. Yes, because of the serious traffic.
Yeah.
But someone is concerned with the playing page. We don't have the kind of page like in the Western world down there. Are you taking that into consideration?
I'll let Edwin answer that question. You
The
said
playing
playing what?
page. The playing page is a specific playing page where to play the game, or you have to build a new stadium, all of that.
Oh,
Oh,
playing. Okay,
okay,
playing field.
playing field.
Okay.
Okay. Like she was saying about the partnerships and everything, and and sponsorship. As we get more sponsorship, we'll be able to get a facility. Instead of us practicing at Invisible Park all the time, that we'll have our own facility. I think the biggest thing also is being able to practice during the rainy season. So we'll need somewhere we can practice indoors as well too. So we'll be scouting around looking for an area that we can build our future uh, area. But this is a game that we
Hmm.
really want for Liberians to really take notice of,
Hmm.
and there's so many potentials out there for their children. Pretty much is this is another way of us giving back to Liberia.
There is this post here. We struggle all along. The kick boy,
Okay, the
and up
kickball.
to now, the kick boy is just restricted only to
I
Liberia.
know.
We have fought over the years. Let's go back. What is
I
the
don't know
Ministry
how
of
much
Youth?
we have done in
Yes,
5 weeks.
that though. I mean, and we do the game so well.
Mhm.
What is the youth and sports or the government is saying to you with this news post you want to introduce? Let's go back in terms of the feedback.
The 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 Ministry of Youth and Sports, again, I met with them and they're excited. They look forward to part. They're supportive. They're excited about what's to come and look forward to seeing how it's developed. They're here to support us and to provide us the resources we need. Mhm.
Okay.
As
Okay,
for
so what are plans, if I may say, or are you investing in developing local technical team? Because maybe Coach Louis will not always be around. I mean, developing a local technical team, or staff members who can handle some of these things. Sometimes in the absence of Coach Louis and the other coaching
Oh yeah,
members.
yeah, definitely. We're recruiting coaches as well. I mean, I've spoken to some people who have played the sports in the states. They'll be coming out because like you say, God forbid I could get sick tomorrow, so I can just be the only coach.
You'll not get sick. Maybe
No,
you
that's why I say God
maybe
forbid.
you go
Yeah,
for vacation in
yeah, yeah,
Dubai.
yeah. But we
I
have
love vacation in Dubai.
yeah, but we have other coaches,
Okay.
because you have the head coach, then you have a position coaches. Somebody that teaches them how to throw the ball, teaches them how to catch the ball, and then you got coaches that teach them how to run routes because they have to be certain plays that they have to learn how to run and things like that. So
Okay.
yeah, there are a whole bunch of coaches. So
and
So I don't know. Okay, you want to comment on
yeah,
that?
I also want to add, we have a boys coach.
yeah,
He can be here. Again, all our
yeah,
coaches are volunteer. George Massaquet.
Okay.
I must add him to this conversation, even George is not here. George
Okay.
volunteered his time. He's
oh
never
yeah,
played
very much.
football, American football,
American
but
football.
he plays a lot in foot soccer, and
Okay.
he volunteers his time. He's committed to our athletes, and again, we have assistant coaches. We're still recruiting, which will include position coaches
Uh-huh.
as well. Mhm.
Okay, that's good. So people who officiate the game, do you refer to them as referees like we do with soccer?
Yes, referees.
Okay. So I mean, do you have them already, or somehow doing some training with them?
Yep.
Because the recruitment would not just be the
No, no,
players,
no.
but
You have to be the
people.
referees and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it can.
We
Yeah,
are recruiting
you
our
are recruiting
referees as
those.
well.
Okay.
Remember, our team is in infancy. As
Yeah.
we build
Hmm.
this out over time,
Yeah.
we will have all these. We have these people in place, and they will be a part of the organization as we move forward. Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, that is good. You want to comment on, I mean, your impression so far, public reaction, maybe people who come to watch the practice and going to achieving your vision. I mean, let's hear something from you.
I'll go first. We've had amazing reaction to the
Mhm.
sports. I overwhelming to be honest with you. We've gotten so many phone calls. It's on our website. Uh, and WhatsApp messages.
Yeah.
It's an overwhelming response. It's almost like something people have been waiting for, and it's
Okay.
finally here. We realize that probably many people have thought about this, or maybe even play recreationally, as far as something on the beach, but to have it organized to a point where we're not only just a team, we're registered, and we've really gotten an amazing response, and we can't wait to see where this takes our youth and our country, because again, that's the goal. Mhm.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And as more Liberians are returning back, to Liberia,
Mm.
most of them have, watched those games and played at games, in America. Now they see a year in Liberia that the children, even their grandchildren, can be part of this. So, I have my two nephews to my house. They're very excited to maybe said play one day. They're still kind of young, but I'm teaching.
What is the next big event you are planning surrounding these sports? Whether there's an upcoming maybe march or tournament or anything. What's up next?
Our up next, our March. Sorry, any showcases will be around September, October. We
Okay.
continue to practice and build out our coaches and our players. Mhm. But
Okay.
we practice every Saturday
Yeah.
and at Invisible Park.
Okay, so let's hear briefly about your plan to expand. There are other, counties, there are other cities, County, Port City, we have Ganta, we have Harper, and other cities around the country. I mean, maybe you can, plans to expand or extend to other parts of the country because there are talents everywhere.
Oh yes, definitely.
Yes, we do plan on expanding, but in everything you do, you have to have a plan, an implementation strategy, and funding.
Okay.
So while we have those ambitious goals, we are realistic with what we have to work with. Um, I basically started this organization with my own money.
Okay.
So, as we continue to get support, we will build out and continue to reach out to our counties. Realistically, we realize that any athletes we bring from the counties require not only just bringing them housing, transportation, and everything that goes including training them. So
Okay.
we do plan on doing that when our funding increases and our support system increases. So anybody listening out there, if you feel the need inclined to support us, reach out to us on our website at the Liberian American Flag Football League.com, or you can call us at WhatsApp at 1-919-749-9931.
You want to call it again?
Sure. It's 1-919-749-9931. And I also provide my local number as well.
Okay, that would be good. So, in the discussion you mentioned about academic excellence, are you supporting these players in school?
When I say academic excellence, we do not pay school fees. We provide support in context of
Okay.
academic support, college prep, mentorship.
Okay.
Because what people don't realize, and what I do here in Liberia, we we're missing a big part of our education, which is our students being mentored and really having access to extracurricular and co-curricular things. So while they are athletes, we need to know where they are academically, right? We need to know if they're struggling in a subject, how are they getting tutored? If they're struggling in, understanding what's next after high school, who's preparing them? How are they learning how to be better writers, better critical thinkers? These are the things we're also providing to our athletes. So again, we're not just building athletes, we're really building the future of our country. Mhm.
Okay. That is good. So, how can listeners learn more about the league and its activities?
Oh, you said, can you repeat that again?
Yeah, people who are following the show,
Yeah.
they want to know more. So, by what means and how can they learn more about the league and other activities around it?
Well, like she was saying, we have a website. Everything that's going to be going on, like recruitment wise, and any what is it, upcoming events and so forth will be put on there.
And that website is www.liberianamericanflagfootballleague.com, or you can call us at 0555 085254. That's 0555 085254.
Okay. That's great. If you are just joining us, you are listening to the Truth Breakfast Show here on Truth 96 from 1FM. We have with us as our guests this morning, Madam Catherine Tobawoyi and Coach Louis. They're here this morning talking about the sports they're trying to bring to Liberia for Liberian students or young people to also participate. One of their vision is to ensure that Liberia can participate in the 2028 Olympics. So yes, let's take a couple of calls. And hear from those who are following the show this morning. What are their own impressions about the discussion and the introduction of our sports in the country? So call us on 0770-202579, 0770-202579. Let's take the first caller this morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Marka. This is Hartford being here, and I call from Rural Health Center. And
Okay.
so I want to tell the guests, thank you. Indeed, there were people that was speaking about such a school coming in like because my son in Dallas plays as sports and his team when you're in Philadelphia, the high school won the high school competition. And so I said, when will my son come to Liberia to establish such a sport? And thank God that they have brought it. And what I expect is that she just give us a number so that people can contact them and be a part. Thank you very much for coming with us.
Okay. Yeah, she will announce the numbers at the close of the interview. Good morning.
Good morning, Marka. This is Reverend Logo. I call for here to specifically key. Marka, thank you this morning and thank you to my brother in studio there. These are some of the things I'm looking for in this country. See, there are a lot of less basic people in this country. There are varieties of schools that we can teach our children to create recreation for them so that they can not be involved in the other different things. So I think this initiative will help our country. Thank you for bringing our art in this country. Our art is strongly supported in the project, and I ask that the people of the schools will also take it very serious and invest in it so that they can get it together. These are people I think we need to make them natural as much as the schools instead of the youth. Thank you very much.
No politics here, man. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Marka.
Good morning.
I want to say thank you for today. Very encouraged. And we're calling myself,
Okay.
and I wanted to show the program concerning the birthday level of 2044. And that's been a year to the United States. So our kind of word and people to advocate for the show was local people. They have been in Nigeria, they have followed the game. So I'm thinking, also take that to the diaspora, let people get to know, introduce our people sports on our side. So since our brother working for football here, they are also willing to feel like general people because I think we are so big on them. Our African countries around it will really get together.
Yeah, question. Yeah. Anyway, that's 0770-202-579. So
Yes.
finally, eh?
Yes. I have to say in special escort for the police.
Okay.
Yes, but it's great. It's great. It's great. It's actually it's great.
Okay.
Have time himself here.
Okay.
Yes, so far
Yeah.
this morning, but you have been doing extremely well. One time, I'm not hearing myself.
Just start to speak.
Okay, I think it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. Good to go. Yes, thank you so much, Maka. And this is the face of the game. Let's bring him on.
Yeah, the face of the game.
Yes. Tama, again, good morning, good morning. Welcome. How you doing?
Yeah, how you doing? I'm doing well. How you been?
It's an early breakfast. I have to wake you up this morning to do this.
Oh, I appreciate it. Thanks for having us. Our traffic here is crazy.
How is it in Liberia? How you feeling? How is everything?
Enjoying the weather, the food, the people. I look like everyone. I feel
The
right
weather,
out.
you enjoying it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so Catherine, Coach Louis, I've been seeing a couple of works from them of recent, and the public is so concerned with your contribution giving back to the society. Let's hear from you.
Catherine reached out online, and she wanted to meet. She knew
Mhm.
I was in town, and I took the meeting, and she told me a whole plan. She gave me a whole plan and her vision on what she wants to do back home. And being that I'm in the states, I have so much going on. It makes sense because she's taking the initiative. She's spearheading this thing, right,
Mhm.
and she's not waiting for anyone. And for me to be a part of it and come back home, she said, "Oh, I want to do this," and she's not a football player,
Okay.
so the fact that she wants to do it, it's very encouraging. That way, we can find support in the states
Mhm.
and continue to push the agenda the way she sees it.
It's a good decision, difficult one. I saw your mom with this picture. I mean, went viral on the social media. The smile and giving these kids back hope. This is game we don't normally do in our country. What actually the motivation? Say, let's do this. Let me come back, a boy from Banga. I can come back and do this in our country.
Well, again, I can't take the credit.
Hmm.
I played the sport and my body is beat up, but again, I have to give it back to Catherine
Hmm.
for she's a Catherine is a writer, and she's gone to some of the most prestigious schools in the United States of America. Here, people don't know, how big things are over there.
Hmm.
And being a Liberian woman, she pretty much conquer as much as she can conquer, as well as her children are going to Ivy League school. And if you're going to an Ivy League school,
Hmm.
these are the top people in the country that's going to be running the country. And so for her to leave all of that and then come back home and want to do something that she's passionate about and it aligns with what I've been in for my entire career, it makes sense. So I'm not here to shine a light on me. I played my sport
Okay.
already. I love doing music, but
Okay.
I mean, let's wave the flag for the women that are helping our community move it forward.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it's great that you are on board, but some of the people who are calling would like to know what specifically are you bringing to the table, like they would normally ask. I mean, what sort of support are you coming with to this new initiative in Liberia?
Well, Catherine and I, we sat down, we came up with a plan. Everything involved money, and we have to find a way to raise money for us to do what we're doing. And I believe that's not a hard task at this time because we're focusing on the development and the leadership of young people in our country. And we have goals. I've sat with her and coach. We have goals that we want to meet, and short-term goals, long-term goals. And if you're saying what am I bringing, I have a family of football people in the country that they're reaching out to her as well
Okay.
as me. They want to help. They want to find a way to help. And football is huge in the
Is
United
there a
States.
specific partnership deal with the Tamahali? With the is there a specific partnership deal you going into or not yet?
This is about our. This is about Catherine. I don't want to make it about me. As
Mhm.
far as what I'm going to do,
Mhm.
I can tell you that we're gonna get it done. I can tell you that. Yeah,
Let's go back
we're
to
not gonna fuck up.
Coach Louis. I mean, yes, you're gonna get it done.
We're gonna
Yeah,
get it
yeah.
done.
You still in the state. You saw Tamba playing the game. His presence among these young stuff. Let's hear the feedback because you deal with them.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, these kids, I mean, when he first actually came to the practice, many of them, they really don't know who he is. Yeah? They
Mm.
don't know, like, this is a Hall of Famer that was standing in the midst of these kids until we told them a little bit about him. What a great, he's a Hall of Famer, pretty much. Seeing him play that game all those years and now him coming back to Liberia. That's the same thing I was talking about earlier. Liberia is our home. There's no way you're gonna escape it. Like even my children in America, they love to eat Liberian food, palm butter, everything like that. So we have such a rich culture, and that's why it really makes me angry sometimes when people try to bash this country. This is one of the greatest country on the face of this earth.
By far the
Yes.
Yeah,
And to add to that, the children were once
Yeah,
they learned who he
they're
is,
excited.
they were excited and they've messaged me and being so grateful that they can participate in this sport and grateful for his presence and are eager to learn. And they're all just taking pictures. You can just see that, wow, I see
Yeah.
myself in him.
Yes.
And for to add, well, Thomas said this is not about me, about him. I want him to understand how grateful we are that he's
Yeah. We're part
decided
of
to be a
this.
part of the
Uh-huh.
work we're doing because we cannot move our country forward. We cannot empower the next generation till we really tell our stories. Tama, like myself, we're both Civil War survivors. We both were during the war. And we want these children to know we're not just Liberians that came from America and say, well,
Hmm.
people, we're here to change your life. No,
Mhm.
we are you. So we want, having him a part of the work we're doing is monumental. And we really are grateful and look forward to what this will do to our for our students and for our country.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, our athletes in our country.
that's great. Tamba, you played the sports. You know some of the technical things. You know how a player with talents, people with future coming up in the sports. Tell us about your impression since you came and met some of these young talents on ground. Do you see big things happening?
My initial, I enjoyed working with the young women,
Mhm.
young people. As far as the women's side, the guys are athletic. You
Okay.
know, we always have athletes,
Mhm.
and they seem to grasp the idea. They seem to get the idea of what we're trying to get done. A little bit of we need more practices so we can create what it really means to play flag football. Right now, they're new to it. They're almost like, what are we doing? What is this? What is this? It was kind of
Mhm.
that happened for me when I first started
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
playing
Definitely.
football.
Okay.
The coach says, "Put your hand in the ground and go and get the guy with the ball. That's it."
Hmm.
Right. And you got all these guys trying to stop you. And flag football is more technical. So
Mhm.
we need coaches and we need former players to come and help us develop the young people because they are athletes already, but we need leaders. These people are going to be groomed to help us in the future and run this country somehow.
Is it going to take you away from music a little bit? There, Rolling Records,
No,
Tabahali, it is going to take you away, put more of your time. What's happening?
no. The music side is there. We're going to continue to wave the flag for Liberia as far as Relume Records is concerned, Relume Liberia. But again, it's a way to bridge, sports and music. It goes
Mhm.
hand in hand. And for Catherine, she's already on the forefront. So, yeah, Relume Records is there. But what she's doing is big. Football is the biggest thing in the
Mhm.
United States of America. It's
Okay.
the biggest thing. So to bring it into other countries, which they're doing now, they're
Mhm.
integrating it in different countries.
Mhm.
Mhm.
To bring it into Liberia is, it's a huge thing. It's a big thing, and I'll be the ambassador back home. I'm on board. I'm on the Chiefs ambassador board,
Mhm.
and it's about 60 guys. We're the only one of
Congratulations, I saw that. Yeah.
Thank you.
Mhm.
There's two teams that's doing it in the NFL, and we bring back former players, and we find a way to raise money and put it back in the community.
Okay.
And so for them to see that there's an onset going on in Liberia, there are a lot of people who would be happy to contribute to what's happening here.
Before we get the lines activated, what runs back to your mind? A boy who came from Banga, time I just left and just went to America like that. Fled the war, went to the Ivory Coast before going to the US. When you come back, what runs down to your mind? You still see your country.
I love the people, from the Zogos to the top. I just love the people, and the humility about our people. They would do whatever to survive. It's like survival. This is the card we have been dealt, and what can we do with it? Some of us went to the States, and we're coming back, and we're not just gonna, hang out here. We can see there's a need for development in areas, and for Catherine again to take on the initiative for football. It's a big deal. And people are not realizing how big of a deal it is,
Mhm.
especially for a woman.
Okay.
Usually there's a man that comes through, but Catherine is saying, I'm quarterbacking this thing and I
Mhm.
want to see it happen. So it may not resonate with our people here right now,
Mhm.
but in the States, it's ringing bells. People are contacting us. How can we help? How can we help? And I think this is a way to bridge our people in a way to get to the United States, or other
Okay.
countries. You know,
So finally my question is the federation in the U.S. The governing body for the sports in the U.S. Interested in its expansion across the globe, and if yes, Madam Catherine, do you have any kind of link with the federation?
I can't answer the first question, but the second part is NFL flag
Mhm.
allows organizations to register under them, which I've done because I am an American citizen. I actually still have property, and I live in America as well, where you can register your organization under that league, and then it will provide you support. When I return in about a week, I will engage that. But since prior to doing the organization here, I did go ahead and register through the NFL flag. Yes.
Okay, great. Let's get some reaction from the public. Tamahali, yes, live on the Truth Breakfast Show, Friday morning, 0777 405017.
And 0770202579. You can call and participate on the show this morning. This is, in my opinion, a
Mhm.
great initiative for Liberia, and I think our young people should take advantage of it. And we hope that our government, the arm responsible for promoting sports in the country, will take huge interest in this to ensure that our talented youth can benefit.
Mhm.
So let's take this caller. Good morning.
My name is Chamba.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, let's hear you.
Okay, I'm really impressed to see the best initiative that they've come up with.
Mm.
This is what we expect every Liberian to get involved. But I want to put out a suggestion.
Mm.
In terms of learning skills, to come around the road along the one highway, use learning there in the future.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
Good morning.
Good morning, Marka.
Good morning. Go ahead.
Hey, my name is George Sikuma, calling from Woken Community.
Go ahead, we're listening. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. I want to appreciate Madam Catherine speaking as official board as the Secretary General for TAP Africa International. I came when she came to Liberia, our first program at the U.S. Embassy. She worked with us. She shared a great insight with the youth, and from that day of the current, we are often receiving a lot of appreciation from the young people, and seeing how at this time coming to do some of those things. I think we are grateful as the youth populations. We are asking her to continue share our team. This is important. We go out and acquire knowledge, come back and build your country. We're saying to her that she will not be bitter, that she continue the perseverance, that she'll be able to educate our young people. We have talents in this country, and the young people need to be recognized. Thank you to Dama Ali, and thanks to the coach as well. Thanks to you guys.
All right,
Okay,
let's
thank
take
you.
two more calls because of time.
Yes,
Yes,
this one.
yes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning. Go ahead.
Yeah, Joseph MCC body from Toronto.
Mm.
Yes, I really want to know if someone will depend if he can play, if someone who can hear at all, if they can play the game.
Okay,
Okay.
that's
All right.
if they can play the game.
Yes, they will answer. Let me take the
Yes,
final
yeah,
one.
the final call.
Good morning. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you. I'm Emma FFI, and I will join this conversation for
Okay.
actually spoke very well, especially concerning the sporting aspect. And these are information we want to see our Nigerian brothers and sisters who travel outside there bring home board to us. Because we want to see our children have a do as they have been before. But then I really want to know how can one become part of this whole thing if somebody is interested. That's my question for you guys.
Somebody interested to play the sports?
Yeah.
To be part of this the whole process.
Okay.
Instead of me.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. And to further with another question, Betty, what is the recruitment in schools? Are you planning a recruitment in schools? All right. Yeah. So you listen up to the callers. Let's work in 5 minutes time. Catherine, Tamba, Coach. Yes.
Sure. I'll answer the question as far as how you can contact us. You can reach out to us at 055085254. That's 055085254. As far as schools are concerned, we do have schools that we have an outreach team, which is separate from us, that goes out to schools and recruits, passes out flyers, give them information, and then they follow up and come to practice and learn more about us. Or you can go to our website at www.liberianamericanflagfootballleague.com, and you'll learn everything you need to know about requirements, eligibility, sponsorship, everything you need to know. Tama, Edwin, myself, and George are boys head coach.
Yes, let's take part in comment. Let's start with Coach Louis. Yes, we hope to have another time. Yeah.
Oh no,
Yeah.
all right. So
Mhm.
there was a call that I was asking. Can you play this sport if you're deaf?
Okay.
Of course you can.
Okay.
I even say I remember in high school we played the California School for the Deaf. You know, that's in the giant sport now.
Yeah.
So the disability should not hamper your drive that you have. You can come out. We don't discriminate against nobody. If you have the passion and we see it in your eyes, we'll make sure we find somewhere on that field for you to play.
Yes, Tamahali.
Um, with all the questions, we can't speak too much about it. You know, we're just starting what we're doing. Catherine, again, if anyone want to get in contact, she gave you the number. We're more about show us and talk about it. And it's great that we're here talking about it so people can be aware. But again, we want you to be able to tap into the website, tap into the social medias, and continue to see the growth of these young people in Liberia.
Yes, Catherine. To close up with you.
Well, I think the gentlemen have all said everything. Again, we want to encourage people to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok at Liberian American Flag Football League. Our individual handles, you can follow Tamba at Tamba Ali, or you can follow me at Catherine Toba Woyi on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Also, we want to encourage parents to learn more about the sport. Again, this is not a contact sport. We're not here to bring concussions to Liberia, as we've read on social media.
Instead of giant boy.
Yeah.
But we're here to empower the next generation of athletes and leaders who are going to take Liberia on the map, not only nationally, but globally. So we thank you, O'Neill, for having us this
Yeah,
morning,
definitely.
and we look forward to growing the league. And if you are interested, stop by our practices on Saturdays at Invincible Park at 3 o'clock.
Okay. On today or tomorrow?
Saturday.
On Saturday. Yes, thank you so much to take leave of you. I'm making the vibe with Tamahali. Oh,
I'm feeling my vibe now.
okay. And this is the other side of Tamahali. Yes, let's get our break. We'll be right back.
It's cool, man. Appreciate you.
Too much me. I just don't like you. Hey, going on.
For EcoBank. Today, I'd like to talk to you about the EcoBank Express account. Do you know you can open a bank account without having to go visit a bank branch? Do you also know that you can open a bank account without having to fill all the paperwork that is normally associated with opening a bank account? Yes, this is true. This is what the EcoBank Express account offers you. The EcoBank Express account is a digital account that is opened using just your mobile number. This account allows you access to a wide range of banking services that is available today. To open an EcoBank Express account, you have two options. The first option allows you to use a smartphone and the internet to open your Express account. To use this option, you need to visit the Google Play Store or the App Store to look for the EcoBank mobile app and install on your smart device. Once launched, click on the Get Started button. You'll be presented with options to use the app. Since you intend to open an Express account and you are not an existing EcoBank customer, click on No, I'm new to EcoBank. You will then be prompted to select the country in which you want to open the EcoBank Express account. For this test, we will select Ghana and then enter our mobile number. You'll be presented with the option to review the terms and conditions attached to the use of the EcoBank mobile app, as well as our data privacy policy. If you are okay with these, you click on the Continue button. We will now prompt you to select how you would want to bank with EcoBank. In this case, you will select Express account. We will automatically send a code to the mobile number you provided to verify your identity. As you can see, the code was just automatically read into the app. And once this was verified successfully, you'll be asked to provide your personal details. I will provide my first name, my middle name, my initials, my surname. I will select my date of birth and then provide my email address. I will select my gender. I will then click on the continue button. I'll be asked to select an ID type to use. In this instance, we will use our mobile number. I will enter my address, and then I can choose to review the terms and conditions associated with the use of the EcoBank Express account. I can then go ahead to create an EcoBank Express account. On the success of the creation of the Express account, customer can then select a 6-digit PIN of their choice for you to use to access the app. You then click on the continue button. To enable you successfully do a PIN reset or change your PIN as necessary, you are asked to provide answers to a number of secret questions. Once completed, click on create profile. You will then be asked to select the option of rewarding someone who referred you if this is applicable. Otherwise, you click on skip. You'll be prompted to allow the app to access some of your contacts and details, and then voila, you will then be able to immediately start transacting using the account. The second option involves the use of your phone, but this time without internet, so you can use the USSD service if it is available in the country where you're located. To do this, you need to dial *326# and follow the prompts, where you would need to again have your mobile number verified and then also provide your personal information. Once this is done, you start having access to the account immediately. What can you use your EcoBank Express account for? Your EcoBank Express account can be used for a wide range of banking services.
Of the TBS along with EcoBank Liberia. Later, we will shortly join our next segment guest this morning. We have with us, like we indicated in our lineup, Dr. Catherine, the CEO of Carish Eye Center, here this morning, alongside Mr. David Coty. So as soon as we have them on camera, we will join them to bring you this interview. We're talking about eyes today. Yes, so let's now as David make some adjustment in the studio over there. We will just join them shortly to bring you this interview. But in the meantime, let's do this.
Smoking again. Thanks everybody. Jerry already. Yo, my man. But my kid said that all our police are. If I'm careful, my Tesla is so small. And see, you got to move the total quartz engine oil. It's super, my brother. Since I started using total quartz engine oil on my Tesla, it has been performing very well. And then my Tesla and my engine strong. It is working the gas set. When I'm protecting my engine, you see there, I'm not facing any problem on my Tesla. In between services, since I started using the total quartz engine oil, and just the best car, the best special oil. Also, just for more dry and keke, the quality hot prep. You see, the movie brought to Chile, we lost our own. I don't feel showing a secret, my brother. Total Quartz engine oil. Discover the lubricant design to take care of your taxi, private cars, motor bus, and keke. Protect your engine from severe heat and friction. Don't forget that for our promotion, buy 1 gallon Total Quartz engine oil or hot prep instead of just a real brand new motorbike. Choose the ultimate protection. Total Quartz engine oil. Total Quartz engine oil. Only for an all Comex filling station. Comex for fully engine needs every day.
Well, again, welcome back. Here, let's cross over now to our guest in Studio B this morning to talk more about eyes. The last time David was here, we were talking about stroke. Today we are talking about something else, but that is great. Mr. Coty and Dr. Catherine, good morning to the both of you. It's great to have you here this morning.
Good morning. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here also. Thank you.
Yeah, but you always here.
Always here.
Yeah, so I mean, just for the listening audience, Dr. Catherine, can you tell the public a little bit about who are you?
Okay, thank you very much. So I'm Dr. Catherine S. Gazy. I am an optometrist. I've been in practice for over 10 years now, and in Liberia, I've been serving for 8 years. So I am the CEO for Courage Eye Care. Courage Eye Care is an eye center, as the name suggests, it specializes in eyes and all forms of eye conditions, but we are more specialized as an optometrist in the area of glasses. So that is what I've been doing for the past 10 years. And plus, I also have my optometry practice in Liberia.
David, you wanted to say how you got to know Dr. Catherine?
Yes, I got to know her from another eye center about 5 years ago,
Okay.
where she did a very good job. And after some time, she decided to be on her own. And from that time, she's been performing very well. I've invited her to ELBs on many occasions. In fact, I arranged for her to be here before we came here once. And when it comes to glasses, her entity is number one. And she has not made us shame since we've been promoting her.
Okay, that is great. So, this morning, there's a specific topic that is indicated here. We are to be talking about. Is it myopia? What is it?
Yeah, my
Okay, let's talk more about that.
So, myopia is an eye condition. We have so many eye conditions. Most of them are with medications, but myopia belongs to a group of eye condition we call refractive error. So this condition is one that can only be corrected with glasses.
Okay.
Yes. So no matter the amount of medications you are giving or anything, it's not a disease condition. It's just a refractive condition. What it means is that the ability for the eye to be able to see far clearly is blurry. So you would need glasses to be able to enlarge the images for you to see clearly. So commonly we call it nearsightedness, meaning you see things closer to you clearly, but those far off becomes blurry. So that is about glaucoma, sorry, myopia. And this topic is chosen today because from the 13th of May to the 19th this year, globally, we are celebrating Myopia Week.
Okay.
And within this period, we try to have an intense effort to raise awareness, encourage prevention, and motivate action towards the goal of creating a society where everyone has clear vision and a healthy eyes for the rest of their lives. So that is what we are here today to, do to create that awareness for people to know what it is, how they acquire it, and what they can do to um,
Yes.
prevent it.
So let's look at some of the causes of myopia. Can you outline for members of the public and even myself sitting here, what are some of the causes?
Thank you very much. So, in a world dominated by screens and close up work, we can't forget about talking about myopia. So, number one cause has to do with the screens, our phones, our computers that we are using is the number one cause of myopia. So, presently, it is high in children because we know that technology age is changing and most children are getting glued to the screens. They are on their tablets and the rest, and we are trying hard to make education also be better. So when they go to school, they are also on their screens, their tablets and all that.
Hmm.
So the number of time, the hours that we spend on the screens can make us to develop myopia. Those of us who also do near work, a lot of near work in terms of reading,
Mm-hmm.
we can also develop myopia. You can also develop myopia by genetics.
Okay.
Some people it's inherited. So you see a particular family, you see the grandmother wears glasses, the mother wear glasses, the children wear glasses, the grandchildren. It's just like that. That could be myopia. So by genetics, you also have myopia. So these are some of the causes, sometimes to ethnicity in terms of your location, where you're coming from, the tribal group that you are in, you can also develop myopia. So these are the major causes of myopia.
Okay. That is good. David, you want to make any comment concerning the causes?
No, Dr. Kevin Gizzi is going to say all of that, but my only advice to the public,
Mm.
please do not take this eye issue light. The first time Dr. Gizzi appeared on this program, those who listened and followed and went to her place, they saw the difference. You know, you have only two eyes. And if you don't take care of them, my friend, you're in trouble. And Dr. Gizzi, like she said, has been in this training for many, many years. And she's been at the Courage Eye Center there for roughly 7, 8 years. Was
No, in practice in Liberia for 8 years.
8 years, okay.
Parish is 2 years.
2 years, okay.
Okay.
So let's be serious about our eyes.
Okay, that is great. So, even though you mentioned earlier, Tata Casey, does it have to do with any kind of age range, whether maybe older person or younger person before I mean you develop this eye condition, maybe it's by age or whatever, or I mean you cut across.
Yes, age is a risk factor which we will come to. So, like I said earlier, with
Mm.
the our life activity, even our environment can also cause that condition. So you realize that we find it most commonly in children. It's very predominant in children. Children from school going age for about 4 years to 15 years, you find that most of them have this myopia that they need to be corrected, which is really affecting their academics. So right now, Parish is even embarking, or no, we have started already. We started last year and we are still doing it. School eye health. So we are visiting various schools at no cost and screening the children so that we'll be able to do referrals and educate parents to be able to help us solve these problems. Because people have the myth about using glasses and all that. Like I told you initially, it's a condition that only glasses can be used to correct.
Okay. You want to outline some of the signs and symptoms, maybe when you are getting to experience, obviously you are going to myopia.
Yes, please.
Okay.
So when you find yourself shutting your eyes, closing them, or squinting to see far clearly, it could be myopia. So most people, when they are out there and they want to see far, you see them trying to close their eyes halfway or squinting to be able to see, then you should know that you could be having myopia. When you are driving and you can see far clearly, you have to get very close to the signs before you read them. That is myopia. Also, when
I
you
think we're
do
getting there
your
small,
near
small.
work, when you are doing your near work in terms of reading, you read just a little while, you feel the eyes tired. You feel the eyes tired, you lose interest, fatigue in the eyes. It is myopia. You can also have headaches, frequent headaches, especially after near work or after spending some time on the screen. You having frequent headaches. You should know that it could be myopia. The possibility of it being myopia is about 80%. So these are some of the symptoms that you should be looking out for. Frequent headaches, shutting down your eyes to see clearly, not being able to see clearly from afar when you are driving, or seeing spots, dark spots in your vision when driving, especially even at night, then you have to know that you could be a candidate for myopia.
I like that, Kennedy. Wait, I think we're getting there.
Yeah.
But however, does it have other treatment? Can it be cured?
Yes, please. We can cure myopia, but to some extent, we can help save your sight or improve your sight rather. So the treatment, traditionally, the main treatment is with glasses, wearing your pair of glasses. So you have to go to an eye clinic, see your optometrist. Optometrists are specialized in glasses.
Okay.
See your optometrist, let them do your glasses test and get your right prescription. Then you'll be able to solve that problem.
Okay.
We also use contact lenses. Contact lenses, those who don't like to put on the glasses being on their face, they are not comfortable with it.
Mhm.
They can go in for the contact lenses, especially those people who have their power, their glasses being very thick.
Okay.
Aha, they can go in for the contact lenses. Some people look at society frowning on them using their glasses. Some people too just want to dress and go away without their glasses because it become burdensome and weight. You can go in for contact lenses, and at Courage Eye Care, you will get your right prescription in your contact lenses. Even if you want it colored, I think one time we'll find time and come and do much talking about the contact lenses.
Okay, that is.
Yeah.
But does it?
Then we have
Mhm.
refractive surgery. So some people can also go in for the surgery, especially those who have their prescription very high. They can go in for the surgery to help get their eyes corrected from this condition. Sometimes after the surgery, you will even have to still use some amount of glasses or contact lens, but it will not be as high as it would have been with glasses only. So
Okay.
these are the treatments that you can do for myopia when you are diagnosed.
Does myopia lead to other eye condition? Maybe if it is not diagnosed earlier, it is not, you're not being treated with the glasses. Does it in any way lead to other conditions?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So when you have myopia, in fact, those who have high myop, they are prone to getting the condition we call glaucoma.
Okay.
So most of the times, those who have myopia, the high powers, it's always good to do your regular checkup. And also, uncorrected myopia can lead to amblyopia, especially when one eye has a high power than the other one. Then the other one, which is not corrected, can go off. In other words, it becomes lazy.
Okay.
Then you will not be able to use that eye well as you have to. Then also, academically, children will not perform well because you need to be able to see. Look at a subject like mathematics.
Mm-hmm.
When you are being taught, you have to step by step. If you don't understand the step one, you don't go to step two. So when you are being taught and you understand it, then you can give back. So since the child is not seeing the board well, they will not be able to grasp the procedure the teacher is using. So in academics too, we can have children performing poorly because of their myopia. So it is very important that you check, know your status, and then save yourself from all these side effects of the condition.
Yes. Like they will always say, go and check. Yes. Yes. So let's look at some of the risk factors.
Yeah, so like I said earlier, the risk factors genetics.
Okay.
So it's hereditary. If you have that trait in your family, then the possibility or the probability of you getting it is very high. Environmental factors, our environment. Please let us do our best to expose the children to the outdoor environment. Let them come out in the environment, let them spend time outside and excuse themselves from the screen. So our environment can also create that. So if you see a family, usually those people who learn a lot wear glasses and people don't understand why. It's because of the environment. Their activity is closed doors and they are always reading. So they tend to develop the myopia, that's having their glasses. Then age, like I said earlier, those children within the ages of 4 to 15 have a higher probability of getting myopia. So by age, you can also get myopia. So these are some of the risk factors that we have to be looking at.
Okay. So we have an adage that says prevention is better than cure.
Exactly.
Are there ways how can one prevent myopia?
Yes, number one, regular eye examination. Have a routine eye examination. So because of this, Courage Eye Care is going around in the institutions to screen people because we realize that their workload and the rest, they are not also able to come during the opening hours to access. So right now we are dealing with APM terminals. So I will advise everybody find time. Saturdays too, we are open. Those who work throughout the week from 10 to 1 p.m. Just pop in and check your eye. Have a routine eye exam at least once in a year. Walk in an eye clinic and have your eyes checked. Let's limit the screen time. Let
Okay.
us limit the screen time, especially for the children. Please, parents, let's have time. I know it is difficult. I have my daughter, Karishma. It's hard to regulate her time on the screen, but with time, they will adjust. So please, let's regulate the time. At least 4 hours a day for them is not bad. Those of us who work on the screen throughout as parents, please let's go in for our anti-blue ray glasses. These will help to reduce the exposure of the eyes to these rays of light, which causes us to develop some of these conditions.
Okay. So
Yes,
for the Blu-ray glasses you just mentioned,
yes,
someone with normal eye, can use it just to reduce the light from the screen. Is that correct?
exactly. And that is a prevention tool for you.
Okay.
Yes.
Can
And those who have it already in their glasses prescription that we have had, we incorporate it in. And
Okay.
this go to parents. Parents, please, children, if they have the condition, don't deprive them of using the glasses. There is this myth that, oh, when you wear glasses, your eyes go bad. That is not true. Of course, you are not seeing clearly, like I said. With myopia, you are not able to see far clearly. But because you've not had your corrective glasses to let you see better, you don't have anything to compare.
Okay.
So when you wear the glasses and you see better, definitely when you take it off, you think your eyes have gone bad.
Yeah,
But
that's
it's actually not gone bad. It's the same natural state of your eyes, just that the glasses has made you to see that there's a better life with your eyes.
okay.
So the eyes have not gone bad. So if your child needs glasses, embrace it and let the child use the glasses so they can attain their full potential. And then let us also embrace outdoor adventures.
Okay.
Let us be outdoor. Let the children have time outside. They come back from school Monday to Friday. They have to do their homework. They are on the screens playing. We are not there. Saturday, when we are there, let them be out. Let us keep them away from using the screens. Let them be out, play, and the rest because the outdoors also help to reduce your risk of getting the myopia. Then, most importantly, we have what we call the 20-20-20 rule.
Okay.
The 20s are three.
Okay.
So we're talking about the distance. When you stay on the computer for about 20 minutes, we are saying take a break for 20 seconds and look far about 20 feet. So this is how you can be able to reduce your effects of the screen on your eyes.
Okay.
Mhm. So these are some of the preventive measures
You
that we
you are
can go
speaking directly to me.
I know someone is also listening and say, "Oh yes,
Hmm.
this is
Yes, exactly. When you're in a church and the preacher man is preaching and the message is coming to you, you
They still
know.
fornicating. So they will not call your name.
Yeah, they will just say it, but I mean, it's in your shoes. Absolutely. But let's talk about the importance of this myopia awareness week. Why is it important?
okay." So myopia rates are rising every time globally. So it's important for us to create awareness for everybody to know about it, so we can be able to reduce the consequences. Then we realize that long-term undetected myopia and treatment, correction and treatment can also lead to other side effects, like I talk about glaucoma, low academic performance, and the rest. So getting to know your status and using the right glasses will help you to be very, very productive.
Okay.
And it also helps to boost the economic impact on the individual and their life.
Okay.
So getting to know that you have myopia, getting your right glasses, you are able to work well. No mistakes, no economic loss, and then the economy is able to be improved. Frequent headaches, asking for excuse from work, it all brings down the productivity.
Yes.
Then also, most of all, it helps us to live a healthy life when it comes to our vision. so you get a good sight for a better life. So these are the reasons why we are creating awareness about this. Because most of the times, for example, headaches, when people have it, they go and take their pain tablets. And frequent pain tablet has its own side effects. Aside that, the main problem has not been picked out. So your desire or your interest to do whatever activity you have to do is not done because you have this myopia. So please, if you're having frequent headaches, check so that you can have this sorted out.
Okay. Well, let me personally appreciate you for the teaching this morning. I want to call it teaching. Yes, this
Thank
morning
you.
because as we are having this conversation, I'm getting frequent text reactions from people who are following the show. In fact, some are saying that you are talking to them directly. Yes, so I'd like to appreciate you for that. But you care to tell us some of the work you've been doing at the Carriage Eye Center?
Okay, thank you very much. So at Carish Eye Care, like I said, we check eyes in general, but we are involved into community outreaches.
Okay,
We go to churches, give them health talks, let them understand the conditions so that when they see the signs and symptoms, they can come to the right place for their eye care. We are also involved in home care. Some people have people who are, I mean, by health way can move or even aging. So we are also open to come to your home and then screen your patient there. Then we are also involved in school outreaches, which we do every Thursday and Friday. We go to the schools, screen them, educate the children. Those who need referral, we give letters to them to give to their parents. And I must confess that the school outreach is really, really yielding a very, very big success
okay,
because we've seen so many children as parents themselves have attested to, and even teachers who have improved in their academics, even in their handwriting.
okay.
So I want, I'm very glad for that, and I'm grateful to my team for helping us to embark on that also. When it comes to glasses, anything concerning glasses, the best place is Carish Eye Care.
Okay.
I am an optometrist, over 10 years of experience. So if you have any problem with glasses, see the optometrist and get the eyes checked and then get your glasses so that you can be able to live a better life. So at Courage, you have all forms of glasses. We have the single vision, we have the progressives, where you have your reading and working together without the line. Then you have your treatments,
Mm.
like we have talked about the Blu-ray glasses. You have the real original Blu-ray. You know the ones they can
Can we
sell.
get that one at Carriage too?
Original ones. When you
Hmm.
come, I will use the lens and explain it to you. I remember I was
I will
having one.
definitely come there.
I was having one a seminar for teachers. You know, usually we can conduct seminars for the teachers before we go in the school for the school outreach.
Oh,
Because when we leave, teachers must be able to identify these students and refer them to.
okay.
So whilst I was talking about these glasses, a lady had the anti-Blu-ray glasses on, and she took it. I said, like mine, like mine. So I said, okay, bring it. So I took the lens, her glasses, then I took the tester. I tested it. Before then, I had explained to them, and all the rays were passing through the glass. I said, oh, but the people told me it's anti-blue. I said, no. Anti-blue is supposed to block these rays. So if it is so, you will not see the rays passing through it. And she
Okay.
had a side effect of the anti-Blu-ray, a growth on the eye we call pterygium. It
Okay.
was very manifest on both eyes. So she said, oh, so that is it. Wherever you are buying, let them test it for you. But at Carish, you can get the very original one. We will test it. You yourself will see the effect and know that what you are getting is what you actually need.
Are they affordable?
Very, very affordable. Please, Carish is located at a very, how do I say it, a strategic area,
Okay.
and the building and the interior. I'm not praising myself, but from what people have also said as they
Mhm.
come in, so it makes people to think that it's an expensive area. It's
Okay.
just neat, decent, and presentable, but it's very affordable. So don't let the
Let me
location and the beauty scare you, please.
Okay.
let me just say something quickly. Mr. Davis,
Mm-hmm.
you promised to add an additional time to our time because of the people who are here, but I'm sorry we can't do that because we are rushing to ELBC. We should leave from here sharp 10 to
Okay.
Yeah,
get
sure.
here to be at 10:30.
Yeah, so let's take some calls, and then after that, you can give the location and the numbers or contact so that people can be able to call and get in contact. So call us this morning on 0770-202-579. We have Dr. Catherine Gaise, the CEO of Carish Eye Center this morning, along with Mr. David Coty. I don't even know your own position, but
You forget it.
yeah, let's take the first caller. Good morning.
Good morning, Marka. Good morning to the students, particularly let me say congratulations to our interview for extension
Okay.
and kudos to the Doctor Institute. Particularly, I know this morning, those of us who use this computers and phone, we are just ready for exposé. So I want to inquire this morning, what does it cost one to get screened, and how would somebody get to locate the Carry Eye Center?
Okay. Yes. Okay. We will answer you. We will answer you. I'm part of the family now.
Good morning, Marka.
Good morning.
Dr. Thompson, good morning. This is Alpha.
Oh, good morning, Mr. Harper.
So, I don't know why they go to shooting bothering my Zoom. They go to see my Zoom. That way, when you got to get in touch with this man, this man.
Man, please ask your question.
I want to say thank you very much.
Okay.
The thing is that, can you talk about just entering the eye, whether it brings about myopia as well, when too much just entering the eye, and then after that, when you get from the eye, you put it
Okay, thank you, Dust. Okay, 0770-202-579. Let me take this caller. Good morning.
Good morning, Marka.
Good morning.
This is Mr. McKay. Thank you for taking my call.
Hmm.
I just want to find out from the doctor, is it possible for an individual to do his own near farsightedness test at home? Is it possible? Secondly, do they have passing glasses, those without lenses? Thank you very much for taking my call. And thank you, Mr. Coty, for bringing her on the station.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Yes. So please take note so that you can respond to their questions. Maya, please lower the volume of the receiver.
Good morning, Marka.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning to the studio guest. Like you said this morning, Marka, all of what she has been saying, she was speaking directly to me.
Okay.
My name is Mustafa, and I call you from Central Town.
Okay.
She was speaking directly to me in a sense. All of the symptoms that were talked about, I feel them.
Okay.
I spend more time on the computer than anything else. If it's not on the computer, it's on the phone.
Yeah.
And what helps me this morning is the 20-20-20 method that she just talked about.
Okay.
I think beginning here, I'm going to start to practice that while I get ready to come to her for the test and other things. But I would appreciate that, she leaves her contact with you, Marka.
Exactly.
So
We'll do that.
so that we can get in touch on a regular basis. In my church, we do this health talk instead of, the usual Jesus Love You Sunday School thing every first Sunday.
Okay.
And there you have hundreds of people sitting and listening to how they can take care of their health, because we believe that you need to be healthy to praise God.
Exactly.
I would be happy to get in touch with her and talk to her if she could take, an hour on one of these first Sundays and come to the church and talk about this myopia, because myopia is kind of, it appears strange in the ears, but dozens, thousands, hundreds of people are affected by it and they don't know. And we will try to solve it on our own, just get glasses from everywhere, just put it. Once we can see a little bit clear, we think, okay, yeah, that's it. But I think she's been able to provide a real eye opener this morning. And we'll come to the place there, let her give the address. Let's know it and come to the place and do our testing and do our treatment as well.
Okay.
Serious malnutrition.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining. Good morning.
Good morning, Mark. Good morning to Mr. Coach and everybody in the studio.
Thank you.
I have a question. Is it true that a lot of sex can make you suffer from eye problem?
Sex?
Sex.
But if it was so, then I'll finish you.
They will answer you. Yeah, I don't have answer for that. Mr. Bless you. Good morning. Mm-hmm.
It's a blessing for Sikh Catholic Church.
Okay.
Yeah, a question for Dr. Gazy.
Okay.
Some time ago, when she was working somewhere else, she prescribed a pair of glasses for me,
Mm.
but the glasses I don't read with it. What
Okay.
I think of,
Yeah, yeah. There's a serious feedback from your from the call. I don't know.
I reduce it accordingly.
Okay.
Yes, when I can wear it and I drive, but then to read, I can't read with it. So
Okay.
it's not double lens or something like that, or divided lens.
Okay.
So that's one question. And another thing is, besides the glasses, are there any food that somebody can eat to help with the eyesight instead of going or wearing glasses or something like that?
Okay.
It's a little okay.
David. Yes. That you listen to the callers. At least you
Yes,
can
please.
respond to them, and then we can close.
Yes, please. Thank you very much.
Before that comes, let me just say something quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Those of you who just go in the streets and buy glasses, please stop it. You may be buying the wrong one because it may be too strong for your eyes. So go to the Courage Eye Center to buy your glasses. You know, normally a test will be done. Those of you who are even watching television now, I'm wearing glasses. I didn't just buy it from the street; it was prescribed. So you
Okay.
have to, yeah, a special number. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. So.
All right. Thank you very much. All the callers are just so wonderful and amazing. So the first caller talked about cost and location.
Mhm.
So you at Courage is $10 to do your registration. It's $10 to do your registration.
Okay.
In that $10, we'll do your eye checkup and then let you know whatever you need to know in terms of the eye, your glasses and everything. We are located at SKD Boulevard Junction.
Okay.
So if you are coming from town, as soon as you pass by the old Total gas station,
Mhm.
the blue upstairs building on your left, you will see Courage Eye Care right in that fence. There is a fence with the iron bars, blue upstairs building. We have this casket shop upstairs. We are right in that fence. If you are coming from EAWA Junction, Courage Eye Care will be on your right. After Aminata gas station, there's a fence, a blue upstairs glass fence, um, a building in a fence. We are right there. That means before you get to the old Total gas station, which is now Corners gas station.
Okay.
So the contacts for Courage Eye Care are 0775 308595. 0775 308595. Then 0881 939 sorry, 959. I take that again.
Mm-hmm.
0888 193959.
Okay.
So Mr. Harpo asks about dust causing myopia. So dust cannot cause myopia. Dust can cause pterygium,
Okay.
another eye condition, but not myopia.
Okay.
Then Mr. McKay asks whether there is a way you can do your own eye test for your far and near vision at home. Yes, not to do the test to get your glasses, but to test to know that you have a problem with the eyes or not. These days, we don't have calendars in the house. I remember when I was growing up, my grandfather used to always have calendar. Every year we change it. So if you have a picture, just a wall picture, take 6 steps, your usual normal steps away from the picture or the writing or whatever it is. So in a space of every 6 months, from that point, which is 6 meters from the picture or whatever you take as a point, observe how the eye see that. You close one eye, you look at it, you close the other eye, you look at it. So if you do it and you realize that this time this one is blurry, you come to the eye clinic so that we can check. But it's good you do a normal routine eye checkup. Why? Because some of the eye conditions steals your peripheral vision, like glaucoma. It doesn't take your straight ahead vision. So with this test that I said, if you do it like that and you have that condition, you will not be able to know. But at least you can do this. It can also help you to detect some. For the near vision, it will come with your reading. So far as you pick something to read, even your child, if you observe that they are bringing the book very close to their eyes or getting very close to the screen to see, know that they could be having myopia, let them come to the eye clinic. Now, Mr. Mustafa, I'll be very, very happy to come to the church and give the health talk. Even after the health talk, we can screen the members who are willing to do it. And when we come, the outreach plans are very different from the clinic because we want as many people as possible to know their eye health status. So first Sunday is okay. We can meet and book one that we can come and have a very good health talk for the members. Whether sex can cause suffering problems to the eye.
I don't matter.
Yes, not the sex bringing the problem, but if you have the problem, the sex can make it
Worse.
worse.
Okay.
And unsafe sex can also cause eye problems.
Okay.
For example, if you contract gonorrhea, syphilis, it can cause problem in the eyes
Yes.
Okay.
because that's infection.
Yeah.
Aha. So if you are talking about safe sex, then in the course of infection, you are safe. But a lot of sex is sexual problems. You say you having so many sex,
Mhm.
no. But for example, if you have a condition like retinal detachment, which is a tear in the retina, your vigorous activity can cause it. So it depends on we'll talk about that.
Yes. We're learning it. We're learning.
Yeah, because some jobs, for example, people who have retinal detachment or retinal issues, we tell them not to lift heavy things. So they heavy work of cracking rocks and all that, they can do that kind of work. So if you are involved in vigorous sex and a heated one, then you should be careful too.
Which one is either one?
Then Mr. Blessing, please.
Okay.
Uh, maybe your glasses was done at that time for only distance, and now you have grown and you will need it for reading. So we can do your test and have the two in one, where you have your reading and working
I think
together.
it's called bifocal.
Yes, please. So for the food, we have a whole lot of food to help us. But the vitamin A sources of food is solely for the eyes. You have carrots, you have lettuce, fresh tomatoes, our own salmon and boni. These are foods, fishes that when you eat, pumpkin is very good.
Okay.
Red oil is good, but because of the different productions now, you can't really buy. If you are getting the original interior red oil, then it's very good for the eyes. When we cook the palm butter, let's take the oil from the surface. We can use it to cook. Even our dry rice oil that we
Yeah,
can be
yeah, for
using,
some there.
that one is very delicious. So these are the foods, and there are many more that can help you. But as you are aging, about 50 years, it's good that you get your vitamin A supplement once a month, a tablet once daily will be very good.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank
So
you. Let me just last week I was here with Mrs. Reed to discuss stroke. Today I'm here with Dr. Gizi to discuss myopia. Don't be surprised. Next week we'll be here to discuss arthritis. A lot of old people are dying from listening to them. Thank you very much.
okay.
We're,
Thank you.
we're
So.
on our way. Dr. Gizi will meet to ELBC, so you can please follow at 10:30. This is what we're going to be here, and then longer. Sharp 10:30 will be on the air at ELBC. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much, and Doc, thank you so much for the teaching this morning.
Yes, please. It's my
Okay.
pleasure. Thank you so much. Please let's check our eyes for a healthy life.
Yeah, and please
Okay.
announce
Thank
your
you.
numbers again before we go.
0775 308595 and 0888 193959. SK Boulevard Junction. Courage Eye Care is right there.
Okay. Yeah, so thanks ever so much for coming, and thanks to all of you who have been following the broadcast this morning. This is the final edition of PBS for the week. We hope to be here next week, Monday, to bring you fresh edition of the show. Thanks to O'Neill Roberts. Thanks to Richard Lucining, and my name is Marka Davis. It's been great to have yourself a wonderful weekend.